Let's talk about the contract for episode of care payment. Our health plan is excited about this new payment model.
We're nervous. The last time plans were excited about a new payment model, some physicians went bankrupt. We don't want that to happen to us.
Understood, and we don't want to see that happen either. It's very disruptive for our plan members and not good for anyone. That's why we're excited about the episode of care payment. You're only at financial risk for how you manage costs within an episode, not for the number of episodes.
What does payment for an episode of care cover?
It covers all services for all providers treating a patient for a given illness or condition.
Based on what?
Based on expert opinion for treating that episode from start to finish and your historical performance.
What expert opinion?
Commonly accepted expert opinion. In addition, the federal government has started to create standard definitions for episodes. And we're using those definitions. We're not inventing this.
How are costs calculated?
All treatments are added up to create a budget for the episode.
Sounds risky for providers.
Providers only assume risks within their control.
Like what?
Like potentially avoidable complications, and the use of discretionary services like labs and imaging studies.
Explain potentially avoidable complications.
Deficiencies in care that cause harm to a patient, but might have been prevented with better treatment.
How are those paid for?
An allowance is built into the budget. If complications occur, the allowance covers them. If there are no complications, the providers keep the allowance. So mind you, if you have lots of avoidable complications, your expenses will exceed the budgets. But if you manage your patients well and keep them out of the ED, then you keep the difference between budget and actual.
Like a bonus.
Exactly. All claims are applied against the budget. The difference between actual costs and budgeted costs goes to providers.
What about the legal aspect? Seems very complex.
Not really. Providers are still paid under their current contracts.
But we need to create a new legal structure.
No. Once we choose a condition and negotiate budgets, it just takes some fairly simple contract amendments.
So providers can actually earn more under episode of care payment.
Yes, and it's based on the quality of care they deliver together, not the number of services they perform.
Shared accountability.
By doing the right things for patients, providers do well financially. And the top performers can earn the most.
I think this will work for us.
For your patients too.